And I just wanted to make a follow-up video to the video that I made roughly a day ago now. It says 21 hours ago as of recording this. So I just wanted to give you guys an update. If you didn't see the community post, not even like 12 hours later, YouTube decided that I'm no longer eligible to be monetized. And this is the message that they basically sent. And they said that even if I deleted videos, which they have not specified what the videos are, if I deleted a bunch of videos, I would still have to wait 90 days before I could try and reapply again. And it just kind of has me at a loss for words. Like I kind of spoke about in the previous video, there are just a lot of vague things go with this situation, because first of all, when they came to me initially, they did not specify about any particular videos that were or were not okay. They gave general guidelines, but who's to specifically say what kind of video those apply to? It talks about reused content and whatnot. But like I said in the last video, there are many people on this platform, especially in this community specifically, that post clips from Spirit, for example, when they come out and try to be the first to do it so they can get the most amount of views. And there's two reasons for that. Obviously, one reason is to kind of get yourself into the algorithm, because especially if you're doing more of the niche content with older items, it can be harder to get into the YouTube algorithm. And what's unfortunate is a lot of the views on my videos, when I last looked, are actually from people that are not even subscribed, so would be from an algorithm. And you know why those people aren't subscribed, I'm not sure, but they should subscribe. But you know, those are things that people in this community can do to help get in the algorithm, but also, of course, there is the financial incentive, because if you're the first to put a demo out, then you might get some money from that. And there is something that was mentioned in YouTube's response this morning that said even if you have permission from people to utilize their content, it still goes against the new rules. So how exactly is that supposed to work? Even if, you know, stock demo videos, you know, by being reposted and getting a lot of views, help the people that originally filmed them, apparently that's not allowed anymore. And that's just kind of wild, because the way it worked before the big AI craze, is you would post a video. If it detected copyrighted music, for example, then it would detect that. But for just video footage itself, if, you know, there's people from, you know, license holders always policing YouTube. And if you would upload something from, say, a movie and it was too long of a clip, those people would flag your video and it would get either demonetized, taken down, or worst case scenario, you get a copyright strike. And this is a completely different ballgame now, because even if you have permission to use somebody's content, they still say that they can take away your monetization for your whole channel, even if it's just one video, I suppose. You know, like if I just went all the way down here, let's say that we look at my upload streak from last year. I know I scrolled through this before, where literally every single thing is like almost in the same room except for some in-store stuff. Let's say there's just one, like this video here. Let's say, hypothetically, that techie said, hey, if you put this clip on your channel so it can get viewership and notoriety, then we will pay you this, or we will give this to you, or something like that. Apparently that's like illegal now or something, which is just absolutely insane in my opinion. Like even if that's just one clip I guess technically it's enough grounds for them to remove your monetization. So absolutely crazy stuff. And I can almost guarantee you that there are still AI slop channels that are making money. And I'm pretty sure that one of the main bases, that's not a word, the main basis for this was with all the AI slop flooding the platform. But the thing is, I've heard people saying that there are a bunch of AI ads. There's even like 18 plus ads that they're getting on just regular old YouTube. So perhaps they should, focus all of these efforts towards some of those, for example, because you could be watching a regular channel and get an ad for something lewd. And, that's not very cool, right? That seems like it might be more of an issue than posting, promotional material on behalf of a large retailer, just getting the large retailer more money and more viewership. And you get a few cents maybe by doing that. And like I mentioned in the last video, you have channels like Chilling Props, for example, Jay and the Haunter, very big channels in the space. I've not checked others, but I'm sure other people like Pixelated Pumpkin or other people like that have done this before. And even if you're not posting it now, what about videos like that are posted 5 years ago, 10 years ago, where it's clearly something, let's say it's a Home Depot stock video that no longer is on the website, it's only on your channel. Are they going to start attacking people for that? Because if that's the case, a whole bunch of people in this community are going to lose their way to monetize. So I would just hope that any action at the bare minimum is applied equally. I would hope that, obviously I don't enjoy the prospect of fellow people in this community, whether it's the Haunter community or just animatronics, Jimmy, whatever. I don't enjoy the premise that those people would lose their ability to monetize their videos. At the bare minimum, I would hope that this would be applied equally, and super large creators would have to face the same kind of repercussions that I have. And maybe even be more fair to them, right? Like maybe just say, hey, these videos here are not good, so stop posting things like that from now on. That's one way to do it. Another way is just, hey, we detect that this is slop content, so we're going to demonetize it. And then you're going after specific videos. If there's videos that are very clearly transformative with my voice in it or whoever's voice in it, or that I filmed in my own home, why should those be punished if I am contributing that kind of content to the platform? Why is it that we are just going in and just completely taking away people's ability to earn a little bit of money back, I should say, on videos they create? That's the part that I genuinely do not understand with this. And it's pretty sad, because while I do enjoy posting content, I have like a prototype pop culture figure I could do a review video on. There's currently a custom collapsing life size that I've been working on. That would be a big video. There's all the development stories, and that's all fun to do. I enjoy making videos like that. But you can't deny that a little tiny financial incentive does help. And on some of these videos, even if they get like 2,000 views, at the most I might get like $5 back from that. Even if the video, like this video with Greaves the Grave Watcher, ultimately cost many hundreds of dollars, practically thousands of dollars in that territory to actually have the items in the video. So, even if there's a little money that comes back, a vast majority of this, is me doing it because I want to do it, because I want to share the history with the world. I want to showcase things that never saw the light of day but were amazing. Sorry, I'm getting all RFK here. The worms. Okay, I think it's clear now. But, there's things that people worked really hard on that are unreleased prototypes that deserve to see the light of day. And then the people that worked so hard on them, whether it's the audio or the art or whatever, there's kind of justice there, because all the work was not for nothing. So there's a lot of reasons why I post what I post. And I just don't get why any of the behavior that I've done warrants complete removal of my ability to make money on this platform completely. Why can it not be just like, hey, we detected copyright music. Hey, we detected that this is low effort, as they call it, slop. And by the way, 20 hours later, it still does not say that the video that I was required to make for them, that's roughly under 5 minutes, showcasing who I am and what my channel is, it doesn't say it's been viewed. I'm sure they have a way of viewing it without it counting as a view, but that's just not a good look, because I made the video and it clearly is still sitting there. It's like, did anyone even listen to the video? Because it's like, you aren't thorough enough. You don't show your creative process and your editing process. My brother in Christ, I use freaking Movie Maker. I'll click on it right now. See this old thing? I use that. That's how I edit my videos. I am that down bad in terms of being lazy with just adapting and learning to more sophisticated, newer programs. It gets the job done. I can export it in 60 FPS, 1080p. A lot of my videos don't require high amounts of editing. So that's just, I believe I mentioned it in the video that I use Movie Maker. You could see my hotbar at the bottom with the Movie Maker icon. And I showed all of the videos filmed in the same room that have my voice. But apparently that wasn't good enough. I guess they wanted me to make a video that was just like super thoroughly edited and stuff, which is not even the kind of content that I create. Maybe with music in the background or something, copyright-free music at that. I don't know. This is going to be a long video, but it's like, so what happens now? What do we do going forward? Well, somebody commented on my community post talking about, have you considered doing a Patreon? My friend, I don't think anybody would ever want to give money to me for what I do. If I was a really big, creator, like Moist Critical or something, just to name one, like, maybe people would throw money my way, but I would never expect that, to happen. A lot of people that watch these videos, they're young people like me. They don't just have excess income. And I was already getting a little bit of money back in the first place for this hobby, this passion of mine, through ad revenue. Which, by the way, they don't subtract the taxes out of it, so I have to pay taxes on that at the end of the taxing season. So, like, I just don't know. I don't know how frequently I'll post. Obviously, if there's enough comments about something in particular, I'll probably post it. There's video ideas that I do plan to post. There's things I've already filmed. But I guess this is just the new reality. And I would really hope that other people that have similar content up are judged equally at the very least. I think it's all wrong. I think it should be handled completely differently. I'm sure there's still lots of AI slop that's stealing copyrighted content, that's making a lot more money than I ever have on this platform. And I'm sure there's people in this community that are making a lot of money even with like stock videos on their channel. So I guess that's about it. We are not too far away from 4,000 subscribers. I guess it's still a decent amount, but 3.91. Just for getting to 3.91 thousand subscribers, I'm forever grateful that you guys have supported the content. Even, if you're not directly, reimbursing me financially for it, just clicking on it, leaving a comment. Comments mean so much. Likes and views are one thing, but when you hear like written feedback on stuff you post, that just means a lot, and it really helps encourage you to keep posting. But yeah, so I don't know what's next, but I just wanted to give you guys an update if you didn't see the community post on what is currently going on with this channel. Thanks for watching.